Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me open the file. Yes. Actually, here this rainy season has been started.
Okay, okay.
So from yesterday, since yesterday it is raining.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday
Here
I think.
also.
Okay. This monsoon is there here now, and it is on the time this year.
Yes.
This is the file. It should be javascript.txt. Yes, this one.
But sir, there is no way to search it.
No, actually, this is web version. No? This is browser-based version.
Right, right, right.
That's why. Actually, when I will work directly here, suppose directly on this desktop, virtual desktop,
Right. Yes, 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 yes.
then that facility is there. Let me open this because this is. So in that case, there is no need to open it here. Directly, we can work from here. This is also fine. Yes, this is desktop version.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is desktop version. Okay. Okay. This is the last class program. Let me run one of the command first of all, just to check. Okay, now it's good.
Sir, what is this
What
for?
is this for? No, I was just actually I am using this. This is the command of the Linux operating system. This PS command. Okay, it is searching for the processes that is running on this system. Okay, so I am just searching how many sessions are there whose name contains this word session. So at this moment there are two sessions. One is this GDM session and another is this XFCE4 session. Okay. Sometimes what happens if I am not logging out from here, okay, then more than one sessions are active. So in that
Right,
case,
right.
it makes the system slow, or something like this. That's why I will just kill it. So for that purpose, I have created a shell script. Its name is session.sh. Okay, this is containing this command. Means I am first of all searching this session, and then I am killing it here. Okay. So this is just a customization.
Okay. But session means what, sir, in Linux?
No, actually Linux, what is happening, when this operating system is running, then there are different types of desktops are there. Okay. Means so many desktops are there. One is Genome desktop is there, KD desktop is there, XFCE desktop is there. More than thousands desktops are there. Okay. So that is all depends upon how many desktop has been installed. Okay, and how many are running. They can also run in parallel. It is a very customizable. So on this VPS, which I purchased in last week, they have installed the CentOS. Okay, and on the CentOS, this Genome desktop is the default desktop. But I don't like the look and feel of this Genome. Okay, and my favorite is this XFCE 4, this current one that I'm using.
Right.
So
Right, right, right.
what I did, I first of all installed this XFCE desktop on that server. Okay. But when I was running this VPS, then this genome was also running in the background. Okay, genome was
Mm.
also. That then I wrote a shell script just to stop that genome.
So, but instead of killing it, you cannot directly uninstall it.
No, I am not uninstalling it. Suppose sometimes if this is not working, then it will remain there, something like this.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's why. Suppose this is
Mm.
not working sometimes due to some reason. So in that case, it will be there. Although it is not
Yes,
running,
yes, yes.
run in that case. That's why I am not uninstalling. And the second thing is that this genome is the default one for that distribution of Linux CentOS. Okay. So every distribution is
Right.
having one of the default one. So it all depends upon us. Actually, I am on local system. I am using this Manjaro. So it is having different possibilities. While we are downloading it, just download it. Actually, this is the browser running on the VPS. That's why it is something slow. Just here there are editions. Official edition is there, community edition is there, okay, ARM is there. This is for this Raspberry Pi. So on this system, I am running this one. So I am for this Raspberry Pi. Again, there are two possibilities. One is this KDE, and one is this XFCE. So my favorite is this XFCE because this is very simple to use, okay, and this is highly
Right,
customized.
right, right.
So that's why I have also installed this XFCE version on my laptop as well as on my this Raspberry Pi. Okay. And
Right, right.
so many versions are there for this ARM. Then this one, these are the testing. This community version is there, so these are the, I think these are not stable. They are just the testing. And this is the official. So this official is also having this exception.
Right, 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 right.
So my preference is this. I just want to use this exception. This genome is also there,
Mm.
and it is also very much beautiful. And but I don't like its interface because when more than one applications are running, okay, then it becomes very difficult to find which application is where. I don't know why
Right, right.
why they have designed their desktop in that way. So that is a very much difficulty in this genome. Okay. However, this is very much popular, and this
Right.
KDE, this is known as the most powerful desktop for programmers. Okay, this KDE, but this is very much resource consuming. The thing is this KDE is having lot of features. Okay, but again the thing is that it makes the system slow because
Mm.
it is highly resource consuming. Okay. And
Right, 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 right.
it takes so much time in booting up and in starting up. That's why I'm not using. And this is the simplest
Mm.
one. And the most simplest one is this, but this is terminal based.
Right. So a terminal based, that means it has no other interface.
Mhm.
Terminal based means it has no other interface.
Only terminal is there. Actually,
Okay,
it is
okay,
mainly
okay.
used for the server side because on server
Uh-huh.
we don't need this GUI.
Right, right, right.
However, now the situations are changing because I am using this server with GUI.
Mm,
I am
correct,
using
correct, correct.
so now the situation is changing. Okay, but initially this terminal server it was only used with the terminal due to from the point of view of safety and all other things. Okay, so this is the reason.
Mm.
Okay, so we were discussing the form.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. But just there, I have to like this. Now this is get. Now this it is appearing as a whole. So this file here this will work because this it is showing this open recent. and all these things. This is
Yes, 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 yes.
most recent fact. Actually, the web version must also have all these features, but I have to search how to activate because there this is not also working. This open recent menu. Likewise, there is no extension there. Is when I am clicking on the extension, then it is not displaying any extension. But here it is displaying everything. It is just like this local system. Okay, so we are discussing this form submission, submit method.
Yes, sir.
So there are two things. One is the submit method, okay, and another is the submit event. That can also be called. You can also call the submit event, and that is also very much important for this one. Means when someone is submitting the form, okay, then that submit event will be fired. It is like this. Okay. Let me check
Yes.
this form submission there. Form submit event. Okay. This event is fired when the form is submitted. Okay. So at that moment, we can customize the behavior of the form. So there is one special issue with this. Okay. And that issue is that generally when a form is submitted, then the most common error is that the user is submitting the form twice, something like this.
Right, sir.
Okay. So the same data will be inserted into the table two times. This is a very common error. Okay. Suppose the network is
Yes.
slow or something like this, and the user has clicked on the submit button. Okay. So after clicking on the submit button, if nothing happens or if there is a time gap, then the user will again click on that button. Okay. So what will
Yes,
happen?
yes, yes.
Same set of data will go to the database two times. So this is the major
Yes.
problem. Okay. So we can handle that problem using this event. Means we can track when this form has been submitted. Okay. And as soon as this form is submitted, then what we can do? We can just disable the submit button. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
that user cannot submit the form two times, something like this. So this is the most
Yes,
common
sir.
use. This is the most common use of this event. Okay. So let me show you how it can be achieved. We will write a small program.
Yes, sir.
So one of the common problem with the waveform is that there is a tendency to submit the form twice or more by the user when a script is taking some time in processing the data. This can result or this can create problem in case of submitting a form containing payment information like credit card information. Means what will happen? If this credit card will be credited and debited two times.
Right, sir.
Okay, so this problem can be solved by writing a function, okay, and then calling that function when the form is submitted. Inside that function, we can capture the submit button of the form, and then we can disable it so that user cannot click on it two times. Okay, it is like this.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Okay, so let us create a new file. So we'll just give its name submit twice. .html. It is saving. Okay, now it is saved. So
Yes.
first of all, we have to start with the HTML.
Right.
Sometimes this auto size is working, sometimes it is not. Why it is so?
Sir, I think it's because it's slow at the moment.
No, it should not be like this. This extension is already installed, I think. This extension is already installed.
But
Extension,
sir, I think it's slow sometimes.
maybe. Yes, because this extension is already there, just see. And it is
Yes, 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 yes.
already installed. Yes, this one is installed and this one is installed. So two extensions are there, and this is also installed. Three
Correct,
extensions.
correct, correct.
You know why it's maybe due to installation of so many extensions,
Yes,
formatting
but
HTML,
it
PHP.
should not be the case. Sir, sometimes it's just slow, sir.
Mm. Um, However, this server is very fast.
But
This
sir, then it's very strange.
okay. Sometimes after sometimes I will also test that this AWS.
Oh, sir, AWS is working really good
Are you
for me.
using it? Okay, and you were saying that it is very fast. So I think
Yes, sir.
there must be this type of facility on the AWS also. Maybe I can
Yes,
configure
yes, 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 sir.
this
And sir,
GUI.
AWS actually it's really good to learn because there are special also jobs and tasks for only for handling AWS
Okay,
because it's not so simple like like just like any uh, C panel or C plus just to handle it, but it's little different than it.
okay,
And a friend of mine actually helped me and my co-founder of the website. He helped us to configure AWS because he was already working with it. So
okay.
when you know how to correctly configure it, then sir, it's very fast, sir. I mean, I am having now 1 million products and does not feel like they are 1 million products.
No, no. So I think I should also try that.
Yes, 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 yes. So you must try. I
So
mean,
is
it's
there any
really
facility?
good to learn actually.
No, so they are giving this root accessibility or not? Do you know?
Sir, I did not check in details because I
Actually,
mean,
you are using the shared one.
Yes, sir. We are using the shared one. Still, it's fast.
So is there any option of this like this VPS or something like this?
VPS, sir, I think we are not anymore using the shared one. We have the dedicated one now.
Okay. Okay, so today I will check it.
Yes, yes. AWS, sir, you should check it, sir. I mean,
Mm,
it's good to learn it, sir.
okay. Okay. So from the point of view of learning, it is also okay.
Yes, 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 yes. I saw so many tasks only for handling AWS.
Okay. So it is good to learn it.
Yes, sir. Especially I saw on this, not on freelancer, but there is a any day on work, Upwork, sorry.
Okay. And it is not so much costly.
Sir, before it was, but now it's like 53 euros. We are paying
Mm.
like 53 euros. So for this kind of service, 53 euros is like really cheap.
And how much space and what is the configuration?
1 terabyte of space at the moment,
One terabyte.
and yes, sir.
So that is enough.
Sir,
That
I will confirm this. I will confirm this if it's 1 terabyte of space, and
will be there.
uh, yes, sir. And then it's I think 6 GB or 8 GB of RAM.
Okay. That is
Oh,
okay. Today I will explore it.
yes, sir.
Because this server, I am satisfied with this server, but sometimes this application, this Visual Studio Code, it is not working. It is working, but its auto session is not working. I don't know why.
Yes, sir. I think it's because it's slow, sir.
But overall, this performance of the server is fast overall
Yes, yes, yes.
because this GUI desktop is working very nice. Okay, so I don't know
Yes.
whether on this AWS this type of facility is there or not. Uh, Linux GUI desktop AWS. Yes, here it is showing GUI in Imagine Space instance running Imagine Linux 2. That means it is possible here. How to set up? Yes, there is a guide how to set up GUI for Imagine EC2 Linux instance. Hmm.
Sir, what is GUI is user interface for what, sir?
No, no, this is this this interface like this mouse and all these things.
Okay, okay.
Let's see. I want to install a graphical user interface on Imagine EC2 instance running Imagine Linux 2. How do I do this? So it is possible.
Right, right, right.
It is possible. So I should try it. Let me check it. What is the pricing here? And it is taking payment through credit card.
Yes, sir. I think they also. Yes, I don't know, sir. Actually, my friend created it.
Okay. Okay, it is also free for 12 months. AWS free tier includes offers that are always free, offers that expires 12 months following sign up, and short-term free trial offers. This is the pricing. How do you pay for AWS? Pay as you go. Okay, actually it all depends on how much we are using it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is not like this. There is a fixed monthly amount or something like this.
They must be having some monthly because we are paying monthly.
Okay, you are paying monthly. So this
Yes, sir.
compute is there, storage is there, database is there. Okay, so yes, its nature is something different,
Yes, sir.
but it is having all the things. Just see, this robotics is also there, game development is there, IoT is there, mobile services is there.
Sir, what is this robot thing, sir?
Robotics programming is this artificial intelligence. It is one of the field of this artificial intelligence.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, today I will explore it. Okay, how and today I will try to create an AWS account. Okay, because here it is clear that I can install this GUI desktop. So if the
Correct,
performance is
correct.
fast, then that GUI will work very fast in that case, naturally.
Right, 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 right.
So many articles are there. Imagine EC2 Linux instance. That means I have to create this instance, Linux instance, EC2. Okay. I will today. I will explore it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Maybe this may be much better than my this current server.
Right, sir.
Okay. Then I will have to set there. Okay. So this is the program that we I was writing because here this it is not working. No problem. Directly we can write there. Here submit event. Okay. So first of all, I think we should create a form. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we can try what is happening when the form is submitted twice. So form tag is there. Then this one. Let us put any your name. Then via then input type equal to text and name equal to name. Just see this name there is confusion because this name and this name both are different things.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
because in the last class there was a confusion in your
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, 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 yeah.
This is the name of attribute and this is the value of this attribute.
Correct, sir.
Correct. Then one more be a suppose one more field for age. Let us suppose its type is number because in HTML5 this number type is also there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And it will not accept any alphabets. Then we are having a button. We can use the submit button and then type equal to submit. Save. Okay. Let us run this file. Just say this is written this number.
Right, sir.
Right, sir. So here we I think it should not accept. No, it is this is bad. This is accepting characters also.
But sir, accepting would be when we submit it, no?
No, no. Actually, the thing is that here we are able to type it. This is bad. We should not able to type it here.
Okay, we should be able to just enter it from there.
it should only accept this digits. Suppose I am writing
Mm,
like this, and now I am clicking here. So this is not work. That is another thing. But this value, this GG, it will be submitted. Let us put one more BR here because this is very close. Okay, so now the thing is that suppose I am submitting some name, okay, then some age, submit. So this is submitted, and
yes, sir.
again and again, we are able to submit it, the same data. Okay, something like this. So here
But
we
sir, as now it's empty, so it will be an empty data on the database, or what it
yes,
would be?
this is it because we are it is not carrying the previous data. Okay, it is not written like this. That's why it is empty here. Means
Okay, okay.
if you want to carry the previous data, then we have to write some other code. Okay.
Correct, correct, correct.
So here, what we will do now, we will start writing the script tag. Okay. Here we will write a function submit handler. Okay. And at this moment we will put just alert here, just to check whether it is working or not.
Right, sir.
So submitting form. Means this alert should work when the form is submitted. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then now what we have to do, we have to assign this submit handler. So how to do that? Let me open a previous file. No, it is not that. Okay, here it is. This option is there. For example, this touch start is here. Here, let us copy this. So this here, what we have to do? It should not be the document. It should not be document. Okay, because the event name is the submit. So this submit is not attached to the document. It is attached to the form. Okay. So first of all, we should capture our form
Yes, sir.
like this. So we can do it in two different ways. Another first possibility is this: we can write like this: document dot forms zero, because we know that there is only one form here, and then submit. This is the event name, and submit handler. This is the function name. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
So this one, from here to here, it is representing the object.
Yes, sir.
Means we are pointing to the first form of this page. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we are adding the event listener to it, and our event name is submit. And when this event
Yes,
will
sir.
start, then this function will be called submit handler. It is like this. Okay. Let's do one. Now one thing more. Let us also put a method here to post, so the variable name will not be displayed. The URL will remain clean.
Right,
Otherwise,
sir.
otherwise every time this list of variables is there like this. Yes, this is here. Okay. Now our target is this. As soon as this form is submitted, okay, then what we should do? We should disable this button, so the user cannot submit this. Click on this button twice.
Right, sir.
Okay. So here we have to write some code at this point. Let us comment it. Okay. So what we should do? So first of all, we should capture the submit button. Okay.
Right.
So what we can do? We can give some name to that element, to that submit button. So this is the type, and suppose here we are writing in name equal to submit button. So this is the name. Okay. So on the basis of this name, we can capture it here. Here we can write a document dot forms. Since this form is not having any name, so we can directly write 0, and then uh, our name is this submit button. So we can make use of this array elements and then submit button. Okay.
Right, sir.
Disabled equal to true. Means what we are doing, we are just disabling it. Do you know this disabled?
Disable, yes, sir.
It is only used to disable the element. Okay.
Yes.
No.
Sir, but there is one question. So disabled, that is before even the form is submitted, because document dot forms, this add event listener is working afterwards, after this function. No?
Which one?
Sir, it's not that document has to be first submitted here, and then later on, then it's disabled.
No, it's actually we are not submitting it here. We are just trying to disable it. Okay. We are just trying to disable it.
But sir, the disabling, okay, just for testing, you mean?
Just for testing, whether it is
Okay,
working or
okay,
not.
okay,
Whether it is
okay.
working or not.
Right. Sir, how is this element submit minus button is working, sir? Is this predefined?
No, no. This array is predefined. This array, let me check it one thing more. Suppose its name is submit button. Okay. Let us use uh, this syntax. It should also work, but submit button. Okay. Dot disabled equal to true. Let us put in this double quotes. It is still there. It is button type equal to submit name equal to this document dot. font 0. This is correct. So it will capture this font submit button dot disable equal to true. Let me check it one thing more. Maybe this disabled is not available with this button tag. Maybe that problem.
Hmm.
So let us try this input tag. Okay.
Right, 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 right.
Because this button tag is something different. So here we can write q value equal to save. So now this input, everything is same. Only we have set its value. Right, save.
Right, sir.
No, it is still not working. Spelling is correct. Yes, it is highlighted. Disabled equal to disabled is also true. Suppose if directly if I am writing here disabled equal to true, then what is happening?
Sir, disabled is equal to true. It has to be as a string.
Yes, here we are setting as a string. Just here. Let me check it whether it is working automatically or not. Yes. Do you see? It
Yes,
is
yes, yes, yes.
so it's working here, but it is not being set from here. This is strange. It should also work from here because here we are just doing what? This is our page. This is our first
Right.
form. Then this is the element name. Then disable. The same thing is here equal to true. So this statement is not working. Control is
Sir,
coming.
sir, is it not necessary to write elements dot submit button?
No, no, it is not necessary
Okay.
because elements array is a separate array. Okay, elements array is the separate array. Otherwise, what is happening? You, it is disabling, and after just a minute, let me check one thing more. Event dot prevent default is there. No, no. First of all, we have to remove this disable from here. Yes. It is like this. Means what is happening here? If this statement is not here, okay. If this statement is not there, then what is happening? If the page is being loaded twice after submission, the page is again loaded.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it again it becomes enabled. This is the
Right. But sir, one thing, because we already have their input and okay, right, right, right.
no. Now what we can do? Okay, suppose we want to execute another program. Okay, that is a server side program. After submission of this form, then what we can do? Internally we can call that program from within this function.
Right.
Yes. We are doing what
But
we are
sir,
doing.
at, at this moment, what we are doing is that we are not only disabling, but what is this prevent default? That means do not go back to
No, no,
enable.
no, no. Prevent. Its meaning is this. We just prevent the default behavior of the submit button. Means by default submit button is doing what? By default submit button is uh, sending control to another page. Okay, whose name is given in the this target attribute here. So here there is no target at this moment. Okay,
Right, right.
that's why it is calling itself. So now when we are using this prevent default, then what will happen? It will not call itself again when the form is
Right,
submitted.
right.
This prevent default is a very interesting thing. Means it is just preventing the default action of any event. For example, suppose there is a link, href tag, a tag is there, okay, and we have set some value in a href equal to something like this. Now in that case, what will happen? Okay, when someone will click on that link, by default the file whose name is given in the href value will be submitted. Control V go there. This is the default behavior. Okay, and now
Yes, sir.
suppose we want to do some customized action. We don't want to shift the control to that file whose name is given in the href attribute. So in that case, again we have to use this syntax event dot prevent default. Okay, let me write it here. Okay, now simply just stop the default action of the submit button. Its meaning is this. Means first of all disable it. Disable the submit button. Okay, and then stop the default action of the submit button so that the control will not go to another page. In this case, the current page will not be reloaded on form submission. Okay,
Yes, sir.
do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So this is the meaning of this. Okay, so similar to this submit event, another event is already there, also there, whose name is reset event. Called reset event. Okay, this event is fired. Actually, type of things are there. One is the reset function, and another is the reset event.
Correct, correct.
So, in case of function, we are using this set of parentheses, and in case of event, we are not using the set of parentheses. The only difference is that. Okay. So this event
Yes,
is
sir.
fired. This event is fired when the reset button of the form is submitted by the user. Default behavior of the reset button is that the value of all elements will be set back to their initial value. Okay, we can change this behavior by making use of this event. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just let me save this file with different name. Suppose its name is form reset.html. Reset event. Okay. Suppose its name is reset handler. Now suppose, just a minute. Let us suppose this age field. Okay. Let us also put a another button here. Type equal to reset. Name equal to reset button, and the value equal to cancel. Okay. And suppose
Yes, sir.
its default value, we have set its default value to 24, like this. Means by default the initial value of age is 24. Okay.
Okay, okay.
And there is
Yes,
no initial value of this name. It is like this. Okay. Okay. Do you see this?
yes, yes, yes.
So by default this 24 is appearing here. Now suppose we are changing it to some other value, 54. Okay. And then we are clicking on this cancel button. Now what will happen?
Right.
Mhm. Just see, it is again going back to 24.
Yes, sir.
After clicking on this session, suppose we are changing it to 19. Now click on this cancel button. It is again going back to 24. So this is the
Okay, so the
default.
default value is 25. Yes, sir.
This is the default behavior. By default, it is going back to its initial value. Okay. Suppose this name is something here, and then this age is something here. It is like this. Now click on this cancel. This name is blank, and this is again 24.
Yes, sir.
So this is the default behavior. Now, if you want to customize it, suppose we want to do this is when someone is clicking on this cancel button, then now this it should not be 24. It should go again back to 0 or something like this. Okay. So this type of setting can be done from here. Here we can do this one. So first of all, we are preventing the default behavior. Okay.
Right.
But after this, now we can capture this element, this age element, and then we can set its value. So we can write like this: document dot forms 0 dot elements, and then age dot value equal to suppose 10. Now let us check it. So it is 24.
Yes.
It is having some value. Now suppose we are changing it to 28. Now just click here. Just see, now it is 10. Do you see?
Sir, but what is this then?
It is coming from here. Here.
Okay, okay, okay.
It is coming from here. Means what we have
But
done?
sir,
We
I
have.
don't.
What?
Sir, first of all, we are giving an event which says prevent default. So
Yes.
that means it should save the default value.
Means no, no. We are disabling its default behavior. Okay.
So prevent default means it should not go to default.
Yes. No, no. To disable the default action of the reset button. Means by default reset button is doing what? So we are just disabling it. Default
Disable
action.
default action. But sir, there in the body section we have given the default value again 24. So why we have given that, sir?
No, no, no. Just 1 minute. Suppose if these two statements are not there. Okay.
Yes,
So now what will happen? Now this
the default
can
value will be 24.
no, no, this cancel button. Okay, when we will click on this, then again it will go back to 24. This is the default action.
Yes, yes.
This is the default action, but it will go back to its initial value. Then suppose we are changing it to 20 30. Now we are clicking it here. So this is the default action. Again, it is going back to its default value. Okay. Now we want to just change this action. It should not go back to its default value, but rather it should go back to some other value. We just want to do that.
Right, right, right.
We just want to do that. It should not go to its initial value, but it should go to some other value.
But sir, in this case, first of all, we should remove this value 24, no? Why do we need this?
This 24.
Yes, sir.
No, no, we just want to reset it to some other value, like this 10, 11, 12, anything.
Okay,
We
okay.
can, or we
No,
can
sir.
also make it like,
If we want to reset it to some other value, sir, why is it necessary to keep this 24?
it is just for testing.
Okay, okay, okay.
It is just for testing.
Right, right,
The meaning of this default prevent default is that we are just disabling the default behavior of this button. Okay, its meaning is this.
right, right, right.
By default, what is this reset button is doing? We are just disabling it. So it was also used in the previous one. It was also used in the previous value. So first of all, we are disabling it, its default behavior. Okay, and then we are setting the value to some other value, something like this.
Right, 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 right.
Means actually this prevent default is just a minute. Event dot prevent default. Okay, we have used it here. When this function is called inside any event handler method, then it is disabling the default behavior, or we can say the default action of the current element for which the event has been fired. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For example, the default action of a tag is that when user will click on the link, then the control will go to the page whose path is given in the href attribute of this tag. Okay. Now,
Right.
suppose we want that when user will click on the link on a link, then the the control should remain on the same page. Okay. And it should not go to the go to that page whose path is given in the href attribute.
Right.
Rather,
So, but sir, does it mean that still there will be a new tab opened, but the control will be on the current page?
no, it all depends upon where we want to. Suppose we want to move the control to some other page. Okay,
Correct.
means what we are doing, we are just cancelling its default action.
Right.
So how to cancel the default action of a particular tag? So there are some tags, okay, in HTML whose default action is predefined. So one of the, I think only three tags are there. One is this a tag, okay, then this submit button, and then this reset button. Their action is predefined. Means when someone will click on this link, then always the control will go to that page whose path is given in the href attribute. When we are clicking on the submit button, then the form will be submitted. Okay. This is the default behavior. Rather, we want to display an alert message. Okay, so it can be achieved using it. Means suppose we are having a and href equal to https go to Google. So suppose this is our a tag. Okay.
Right.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So at this moment, when someone will click on the link, go to Google. Yes, there is spelling mistake. Google. Then it will open the page of google.com. Okay, this is the default behavior.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the default behavior or default action. Now we want to cancel this default action. Cancel this default action. Then we have to proceed like this. If this is our attack, okay, what we will do, if first of all we will give an ID to it, ID equal to, and then suppose its ID is Google. Okay,
Right.
now we will write the script tag, and here we will write a function. A function Google handler, and here we will do like this. So first of all, we will write event dot prevent default. Okay, and then alert hello, like this. And then what we will do,
Right.
now we will write a code like this type of code. So here we will write the document dot get element by ID. Okay, and then our ID is Google.
Google is.
And then this action. So action will be what? Event will be what? Click, because user will do what?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And then here we will write Google handler. Just see. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the meaning of this prevent default. Means now this user will click on this element whose ID is Google, then this function will be called, and this function is doing what? It is simply first of all calling this function prevent default. Okay, means due to this https colon slash slash, it will not be loaded due to this, and
Correct,
then we
correct.
are displaying due to this statement, the control will not go to the website google.com. If this is not here, then by default it will go to google.com,
Right.
because this is the default behavior of this attack. So is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure.
Okay. So I think we have discussed almost everything about this form tag.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how to submit the form, how to reset the form. Okay, like this. Now after
Yes, sir.
we have to concentrate on the elements of the form. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because there is a separate treatment for all the elements of the form key, how many elements are, how to handle the, how to access the element, how to handle the elements, what are the attributes of
Correct.
the elements, what are the methods of the elements, like this.
Yes, yes.
So I think
Sir,
this would
sir, one day we also have to do this week about the regex again, please.
mm,
One day we must do
one
also regex.
okay, regular expressions, so you want to revise it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can do that. So
Yes,
I
sir.
think
Okay, sure.
next class will be on Saturday.
Sir, Saturday, or we can also do Thursday, sir, if you have time.
Yes, we can do it on Thursday also.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Thursday,
fine.
Thursday and then Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so we can do it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We can do
correct,
it
sir.
on Thursday. Thursday.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
So,
so
sir,
let me
Thursday would be
download this.
10 o'clock, no?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
on Thursday, what you want to do? You want to just revise this regular expression?
Yes, sir. Thursday we can do this, or maybe Saturday, as you wish, sir.
No, Thursday is also okay. And
Okay, sir. Okay,
after that we will continue with this contact.
okay, sir. Okay, fine.
Okay, so let me download this file, today's files. Okay, so today's files are these three
Yes, sir.
files.
Yes, sir.
Form reset, form reset. Let me download it now. It is going to different folder. So one is this form reset, then this JavaScript, then this submit twice. This one, and this one.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I
Got
will.
it.
Okay, so I will upload this recording on YouTube and then I will send link to you.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
So today it is recorded successfully.
Okay, sir. Good. Nice.
So it is not working daily. Sometimes it is
Yes,
working,
yes,
sometimes.
yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes.
Okay.
But sir,
So we will
last
meet.
time it was strange that it did not log out. That was really strange.
Yes, that was the, there may be some problem. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
So do you, okay. I will check today whether this Apache Open Meetings can be installed on this AWS server or not. Okay. I
Yes,
will
sir. Yes,
explore
sir.
all the steps that I need on this AWS server. Because when you are
Yes,
saying
sir.
that its speed is very fine, then I think I should try it.
Yes, sir. It's very important. I think it's good for learning as well, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So today I will create an account and then I will explore it.
Yes,
What
yes,
are the
yes, yes.
possibilities?
Correct, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.